paint is drying. Clear coat. Well, hello guys and gals, it's me George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and we're underneath the Goofy cart. And move my light around here a little bit. You can see that I have both of my gears on. I did have to make some clearance on this one because of the weld, like I had said before, and I couldn't quite get the chain to hook back up without putting a half link in. So I was going to use a pulley. I was going to use this pulley, which is the one that I had up there for the belt, but the arm is too long, and I was going to use a bigger pulley, which I'll show you in a bit. But I've decided, rather than putting a pulley in there, I'm going to put another sprocket over here, probably about in the middle, with a bearing in it, and that will be my guide. So I'm waiting on that to come. When I get that, that would complete this part of the drive line. And as I take you over here, you can see now that I have my, sorry for the shaky cam, the shaky hands, I have my drive line hooked up all the way down the inside of the frame back to here. And I can see I need to do a little cleaning and painting on this just to get rid of the rust and to clean it up. But this is all hooked up and it's ready to go as soon as I get that other sprocket in place. And let me see what else we got going on here. Well, you saw me pulling out my axle from the back of the Goofy cart, and there it is, standing up right there. Of course, we have our chain all the way back to here. This one's all hooked up, and you saw me hooking that one up over there. And of course, the reason for taking the axle out is so that we can put our sprocket on the back here, which will go right there, about like that. Or will it go, I guess it'll go like that. And so that sprocket will go there, and we have our copper tubing. Both pieces have been buffed out and clear coated so that they're ready to go on. I just painted them today, so I'm going to let them dry overnight so that they'll be fully cured before I put it back together. And I think I need to tape this off and paint the inside of this, not the outside, but this here is where I welded the hub on, so it would work with my 3/4 inch axle. So I think I'm going to paint that hub on both sides, and part of the spoke area, I think this area in here. Don't know if I want to paint it silver or if I want to paint it red, because my wheels are red. You know, red. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. So that, getting that on, I'll be able to put the last chain section that comes from back here. Let me come around this way. Put this last section on, which is right there, on here, which goes back to the back axle, you know, the back axle, which slides right through these pillow blocks. And you can tell that these are the swing, and it's a good thing too, because if I had to go straight out there, I never would have got it out. My axle would have hit the toolbox first, although I probably could have gone out that way. But anyway, so that's all of that is ready to go. And once I get that back axle back on, and I think before I put the wheels back on, I need to do some touch-up work on them, mainly this one here, because it's got some scuffy's going on, and the poor Goofy cart took a beating on its trip out here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll wash my wheels and tires, get my white lettering nice and white, and yep, make it look good before I put them back on. So once I get that all done, my very next chore will be to finish off my wiring. Once I get the wiring run down inside the frame, coming around here, once I get my wiring run down inside the frame here, and these self-sticking cleat things didn't stick very well, so I'm going to come up with a different solution. That one up there is stuck pretty good. And I had cleaned everything. See, now it's going to stick. Now it's not going to stick. But I need a different solution to hold those pieces in place. This is my fuel line coming back, coming up through this gas line up to the clear red into our sediment bowl, and then up into our tank. So yeah, lots of cleaning to be done. The old Goofy cart set in the shed with no covers over it, and even with covers on it, well, you can see there's more stuff that needs to be cleaned out. I may have to take my steering box out and take the pillow blocks off and clean that shaft down and do some painting on it. Because everything rusts, you know, if it's not coated in some way or another. And unlike 1963 Impala two-door, who now goes by the moniker of Whale and Wire, rust is not a desired thing on this project anyway. Our next project might not be an issue, but we'll see. That one thing at a time. We're going to get this one done, and we have ordered tickets for Noah and his dad, and Lord willing, they will be down here. Look at that sweating. It's not leaking, it's just sweating. And Lord willing, they'll be coming down here to Tennessee from up north in Minnesota, where I used to live. They're coming down, and my goal is to get this back together before they get here in the middle of August, so that we can take her out for a road test. You know what I'm saying? Because Noah was with me right from the beginning, I'd like to have him be able to try it out again. He tried it. He was the last one to ride it, actually, and we threw the chain. That was just before I was getting ready to move, and I didn't have any more time to mess with it. So it got pushed up into the trailer, you know. So it'll be great to have him here to help with a test ride. And not only him, but his dad will be here, and 2 of my grandsons will be available, I expect. And who knows who else will all be around to take a test ride on the Goofy cart. You know, this is the Goofy cart, and notice the Roman numeral, it's a number 2. The Goofy cart number 2. So that's where we're at. I'm expecting that sprocket to come in either the end of this week or the first of next week, and I will get hot right on this thing, get that mounted up, and then once we get that mounted up and we have our rear axle in place, and even before I put the wheels on, we can fire this puppy up. Yes, we can. And we can run it through the gears. Just like that. Run it through the gears. Don't forget the reverse lockout. Yep, gotta have reverse lockout because you don't want to be downshifting down into first or second from the 5th gear and accidentally go through neutral and pop it into reverse. That could be very detrimental to the health of that transmission. So we'll leave it in neutral for now. So there you have it. Till next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, get a lisp going on, saying thanks for watching, for commenting, for subscribing, for the thumbs up, and for the shares. It's a great thing when you all share, you know what I mean? And we should share in all kinds of things. We got a lot. I'm going to give you a little bit of a talk. We got a lot of garbage going on in our country right now. A lot of garbage. And it's a shame that some people are taking advantage of other people. And that we have forgotten where we have come from, and many people want to rewrite our history. And that is just plain wrong. I don't care what your political sides are, does not matter. Our history is our history, and it has been proven time and time again, if we don't learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it. Our country has lasted for 250 years. And the reason we have lasted that long, with 200 years being the average before a country falls, is because of the freedoms that we have had and the ability to keep moving ahead. And that is all based on the fact that we are all created equal, not some people more equal than others. And notice I said created equal. God is the one who created us. We have not made ourselves. And we cannot control our destiny unless we submit ourselves to God. Now you're going to say, well, George, you're getting religious now. Yes, I'm getting religious, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of Jesus Christ. But I'm also here to tell you the truth, that unless we do change our ways, then we're doomed to repeat history, and we will be doomed to go down on the trash heap of history. Perfect nation? No. But the whole way it was founded, and it has been stated in our past, that we work together for a more perfect union. We haven't reached it, we're working towards it. I hope you all are doing well, and I, for one, am not ashamed to say I served for 4 years in the Navy. And it hurts me, and I know it hurts other veterans, especially those that I knew from the Vietnam era, to see all of these people who have been blessed, for the most part, with peace and tranquility, taking advantage of those who have given their lives in service to their country. It's not about destruction, it's about building up. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, and sharing. Till next time, bye for now.